You are the voice of Toronto sports. Oh, I
Voice of reason. It's not voice of reason. It's the voice of Toronto sports.
You are the voice of Toronto sports. I don't know.
Yeah.
Voice of reason? Listen.
Reason is questionable
subjective.
at times.
Yeah, it's subjective.
Yes.
But I thought it was a great hit.
I was firing on all cylinders.
You were,
last
and
night.
I thought you articulated it perfectly. Because if San Jose's signing Sam Bennett and going to go, you're delivering us to the playoffs, he has to realize situational awareness, which he does. He's a smart player, and he gets it. But Mitch Marner, again, I come back to what my comment yesterday about Ken Holland and how he liked to build his teams and what I heard. Like, Brad Treliving's going, that's 100 points that might be walking out the door. How am I going to change? How am I going to replace that? Or is it going to look different? Or is it going to be the same player? Or is it going to be a combination of a bunch of different players to make up those 100 points? Like, that is the multi-million-dollar question that Brad Treliving has to go through right now, because he has no idea if Mitch Marner wants to play for the Leafs.
Yep, it's his job.
July 1st, right?
If he doesn't, it's also $11 million to work with.
Correct.
Right? There is a lot of flexibility that comes with it. I would say more likely Marner stays than Bennett signs in Toronto. More likely to happen. Marner signs in Toronto or Morgan Rielly gets traded this summer.
Morgan, these are all turning up Mitch signing in Toronto. Is this some kind of dirty trick?
No, I'm just pointing. I got a number of them here. I got even non-hockey ones if you want me to throw some at you.
You know how much term Morgan Rielly has on his deal?
He's got 5 years left, I believe. At 7.5, full no trade.
How many years has he been in the organization?
11, maybe 12 now. Might be 12.
Like, listen.
He's a lifer.
He is a lifer, and like, he's committed to this organization long term. He could easily, over the years, put up his hand and said, check, please. At some point, maybe he will. But at some point, the organization might try and force his hand and say, we want to head in a different direction as far as the mix on the back end. You might be a part of this. I don't know. He controls everything. He's got a full no move, correct?
Yep. Yeah, he's got a full no trade. Yep. And listen, he's at 7.5 with the cap going up. If he can get back to where he has been at times in his career, there's a lot of value in that.
100%, a lot of value. We love Morgan, but
kind of feels, I guess, like maybe Marner re-signing. All right, let me throw this one at you. This is going to get you. All right, more likely to happen. Marner re-signs in Toronto, or Carolina comes back to win the series.
Oh.
Gotta be. What do you got?
You just really, these are.
I'm just trying to put this into perspective. Okay. It's not as long of a shot as you guys, as everyone has been maybe saying it is the last 10 days.
I feel like, and my dust hasn't settled. That looked like a player that was on his way.
I hear you. I agree.
I'm not talking.
It was also the ugliest time ever after getting embarrassed, twice in a row on home ice, and how not his first rodeo, and he's from here, and he knew it was coming. Right? He knew it was like, this is going to be so nasty, and it's going to get ugly for everybody. And it was, and everyone was taking bullets, and I don't know.
Well,
I think clearly they put forth their plan, the Marner camp, on how they were going to negotiate this year. So I think he was well aware of how he was going to answer all those questions, because he knew that they were coming. And if you want to if you wanted the team to believe you're out, so that they beg you to stay with more money, I would say that was an Oscar-worthy performance. If that was the intention, I don't know that it was, but if it was, I'd say he sold it hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, you're right. But again, you keep using the core four or whatever, or just Marner. Like, it could be, hey, we're going to put, a long-term deal in front of Mitch, or we're going to work out a deal.
Yep.
But Tavares is out of the mix.
Yes. Like, and that would be change. That would be a lot of change.
So that's, in the end, that's probably, again, what you're looking at. And this is no slight on John, especially if he wants to play for, what we would term pennies on the dollar, a $3 or $4 million contract type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be changed, because you're using that $11 million to change that position. You're actively looking for a second line centerman, and you're going to have to acquire that potentially through a trade, unless you feel like Matt Duchene's an option and he wants to come here.
Yeah, or maybe Willie gets.
I don't think they need to look for a sec. Like, I have a strong feeling that John Tavares is locked in and signing, whether that's a second line center.
I think so too. I don't think.
I think it's a slam dunk. Like, it's not even. It's just working out details as far as I'm concerned.
So then the change is Mitch Marner leaving.
Well,
No,
that would
never
have to
know.
be it. Yeah, for the most
Guys,
part. And maybe
why
it
doesn't
won't
he
happen.
just get
Sanity.
again?
I'm
Let's just
sorry.
get into the spirit of things
I'm
and
sorry.
join the
I
run it
won't.
back cult.
I
Well,
can't. It's
who's
been
in?
9 years of this, and you guys literally think that you're okay. Run it back again. Like,
No, it's not about an opinion. That's not my opinion.
Noodles,
I have
it's
made
a
it
cult.
very clear.
That's
for
what
years.
happens. They suck you into
But-
believing stupid
They,
things.
no, they're not sucking me in. They're sucking
All right.
it. I don't know. Like I say, you want to be regular season heroes? Go ahead. That's what they've been for 9 years. In the playoffs, they've got 2 playoff wins.
Yep,
That's it.
that's correct.
And we talked about it. It's the 4 players are excellent players, but they're all the same player. When
Yes.
it comes to push, comes to
Yes.
shove in the playoffs.
They don't bring different things to the table.
This year, how many
And,
times have we talked on this show? Blue in the face, going, "This is different. Got different coach. Different. This feels different."
That
We
was
said it the
Hazy that
last
said
3 years.
that.
No, it was you.
Bastard.
You
No.
said it. I heard you say it. It feels different.
Yeah.
MJ said it. CJ said it. Everybody on this
across
show.
the board.
No.
across
Never
the board.
me.
Except for
Never
Noodles,
me.
maybe.
I didn't-
And I don't think I did either.
I was hoping it felt different. We all said it.
Yes.
We
Like,
all
what
said
is
it.
this,
We're all
9
guilty.
years? I got to be honest with you. I think I would have pulled the plug after the Columbus-Montreal blow-up back-to-back. I think that's what I would have said. This
That was 4 years ago, man.
No kidding.
That was pandemic times, dude. We're outside maskless now.
Yeah.
Like we're cruising around.
We're golfing again.
Buffets are open, man.
So we could hide
That
our
was a
opinion
different-
behind a mask.
Yeah,
like-
that's it. Those were mask takes. We're in
Yeah.
a different world
no,
now.
I listen. I don't want to sound that sharp or harsh on it. I just get frustrated where it's like, I'm getting the same comments that you guys are
Yeah.
from people going, well, you know, they're that close. If Florida goes and wins the cup, then you took the cup champions to Game 7. They kicked your ass twice in your own building.
Yep.
Like, yes, and the first 2 games, the goaltender was no good for Florida, and yes, you played well, but it just, yes, you made the final 8. If that's what Carolina's now won a game in the conference final, so now they've broken through. So what people are saying was maybe it's the Leafs, they can get to there and they can break through finally. Maybe, you know, but at
Well-
some point you got to go. Change might be for the better because we don't know what's on the other side of the fence because we haven't seen it in 9 years.
And I think that would actually be very encouraging and very refreshing. And, you know, like I said earlier, it's like writing a script for a HBO show or a Crave show. Like, you got to mix it up, man. You got to change up the characters and the storyline every once in a while.
Right.
What I will say to finish this thought, because this all came up because of the Trey Living news, just that he's speaking on Thursday. If they're out on Mitch or John, I'm not convinced he'll say it. I don't see why he shouldn't. I think it would be actually very beneficial to the fans to prepare them. Like this, we're going to officially change. But I'm not convinced that'll happen just based on the nature of himself and GMs in general. What I do think we'll have an answer on is if he wants both of them back, we'll know it on Thursday.